Good morning guys, my name is Sanjeev Kumar. I am faculty of Geography and Economy at Plutus IAS. I bring you a very interesting topic for clarifying your concepts about the soil. Soil is very common entity or things that occur naturally that led to creation, degradation. So you notice it in day-to-day or day-to-day life, and it play vital role. It play very important role not only in primary sector but also in other sectors as well. So what does mean by this soil? What does mean by this word soil? How it is formed? What are the factors that influence its formation? What are the problems associated with the soil or degradation of soil in India, and what are the remedies for it? I will discuss all such things comprehensively. So soil is mixture of minerals. Minerals are what? Minerals are naturally occurring substances that are essential for human, animal and other organism growth. So minerals, these are naturally occurring substances that are useful for growth. Growth of plant, growth of humans, growth of animals. So you can consider within soil we have around 45% of the minerals. We have around 45% of the minerals. Liquid. Liquid means generally water or some acids that are present within the soil. So around equal quantity of liquid as well as gas we have within the soil. So liquid are 25%. Generally your water, H2O, or other kind of moisture that existed within the soil, but mainly it is water. Gases like carbon dioxide, CO2, methane, ammonia, nitrogen oxide, etc. All such gases are existed within the soil. 25% gases and 25% water, else remaining part is your organic content. So around 5% organic matter generally derived after decomposition of different plant or living entities. Okay, after decomposition of or after decay of dead plants material, dead plants and animal materials. Means dry leaves, branches, roots or different other waste product that remained after harvesting of crop that accumulated over top of the soil. All such component organic matter transformed into humus, transformed into organic manures. Okay, it may also include certain remains of animals as well, their bones, skins and remains part of animals, and different other organism generally micro soil organism. So these microsoil organisms also play vital role in intruding different nutrients into the soil. Now, formation of soil. Formation of soil which is affected by several factors. I am going to discuss how soil get formed. How soil get formed. So, soil is formed through parent material. Just like offsprings are produced from the parents. So, soil also has its own parent. Okay. So, parent material. These are unconsolidated weathered material. Unconsolidated weathered rock. So, parent material means whatever rock, whether igneous rock, sedimentary rock, metamorphic rock existed over the earth's surface, it transformed, convert into different fine particles through weathering. Weathering means due to external environmental factor, exogenic factors, these parent material or different rocks transformed into fine particles. Let's leave iron rod in the open, and after certain years you will find that iron has vanished from there, only rust particles, very fine rust particles are remained over there. Let's leave a rock outside in open air, let's leave in the rain, etc. And after 5 years, you will notice that the size of rock has disintegrated, the size of rock has reduced to large extent, and the outer layer of rock transformed, convert into the soil. So, it may be due to change in temperature, change in pressure, due to wind factors, water movement, weathering of rock take place. So, this weathering of rocks led to formation of the soil. So, you can say parent material are the genes or DNA of the soil. They comprise of gene of the soil, means from which rock soil is formed. By checking the soil property, we can get to know the parent material, the origin of soil. Now, relief. Reliefs are different heights on earth's surface. Different height of landforms on earth's surface. So, this relief also impact formation of soil. You have noticed more erosion takes place generally in slopy land, in hilly areas. More rich soil are found generally in plain or flat areas. Okay, so relief also impacted formation of soil. Climate. Climate means the condition of temperature, the condition of pressure, temperature, rainfall, that vary from time to time, or climate means what kind of environment existed, how much is the temperature on and average remain throughout the year, how much is rainfall takes place, what kind of vegetation over there. So, climate also hugely impacted formation of soil. You can say during humid condition, during monsoon time period, there is rapid disintegration of the rock, weathering rapidly takes place, more rust formed in the iron during moist conditions, during monsoon time period. Okay. So, climate also influence weathering of rock, it also led to formation of the soil, or it play major role what kind of texture soil will have, whether it will be more sand particles, silt particles, clay particles, what will be the size of soil particles, it is also influenced by the climate. Okay, climate, whether it is arid kind, semi-arid kind, tropical kind, temperate kind, frigid region. So generally climate play vital role in formation of the soil. Now vegetation. Vegetation means all plants that existed in particular area. All plants that found in particular area. So these plant material led to enrichment of organic content. It finally led to transformation of humus. Humus, the presence of humus or more organic content depend on what kind of vegetation particular land have. If it has very dense vegetation like equatorial rainforest, etc., so the topsoil will have more amount of humus presence, more amount of organic content. Okay. If soil developing in waterlogged areas, then such waterlogging may not allow movement of oxygen, decomposition of such organic content. So thick layers of organic content in form of heat will develop, that we generally known as the peat. Okay. So vegetation also play important role. The overall amount of organic content presence in the soil depend on vegetation. In desert area and tropical areas or temperate areas, in areas of having flat plains around the rivers, different kind of vegetation, different kind of soils we have because of vegetation, one of the important factor. Further time, soil formation is not one day phenomena, rather soil formation is very long process. Sometimes it takes thousands to millions of years. Soil can be formed rapidly and soil can also be formed very gradually. Okay, so time also play important role. What will be the maturity of soil? It depend on time. Okay, what will be maturity? Maturity means how much soil is mature, how a strong soil profile has developed, how strong different horizons, different layers in the soil has evolved. It also depend on time. Okay, so maturity of soil is determined by time. Now human activities, human activities are also playing great role. Human activities are also playing very important role. We can transform a wasteland into very fertile land. We can grow good quantity of crop even in desert areas. Further, human activity of excessive irrigation, excessive cultivation also leading to degradation in the fertility of soil. Means soil is losing its fertility and soil is converting, transforming into saline and alkaline soil. Okay, so these are the factors, these are most important factors which influence formation of soil. I hope now you have clarity about soil, what is soil, what does mean by soil and how soil is formed. Now further, it is the picture of soil composition that I have already explained. It is composition of soil. So composition of soil, 1/4 part is your water, blue water, 1/4 part is your air, gases, ammonia, carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, methane, etc. maximum 45% mineral and a smaller amount organic content generally which developed after decay of living entities, plant and animal remains. Now moving to soil profile. Soil profile. So within soil profile is development of horizons in the soil. Soil profile means different horizons of the soil. Top horizon, top layer, middle layer, bedrock, means different horizons. Generally more mature soil like black soil, red and yellow soil develop very deep profile, while alluvial soil develop shallow profile, because generally the alluvial soil is recently developed by movement of silt particles or different other soil or different other fine particles carried by the rivers, and during flood it get deposited in lowland areas. Okay. So different types of horizons developed very deep, very clear in more mature soil like black soil and red and yellow soil. Now how we classify them? Based on their color, based on their texture, based on presence of minerals, we categorize soil into different horizons, different layers. So first one is humus or organic layer, because on top generally all plant material, animal material get decomposed. Okay, so after their decomposition humus is formed. So more organic content and humus present in top of the layer, that's why its color is more dark in nature. It is little bit blackish or dark color. Darker will be soil, generally more will be presence of organic content. Lighter will be soil, generally there will be less presence of the organic content. After that you have topsoil. Just after your organic content layer, O layer, that's why its name is organic content. First layer is A layer. A layer generally have most of the minerals, organic content, it is rich in nature. A layer, humus, living creature, inorganic, organic, different minerals remain generally rich within the topmost layer, A layer. After that we have E layer, and E layer develop downward from A layer or between A and B. It is the transition layer. E layer is illuviated horizon, means you can say it is formed by leaching. In A layer, more minerals, more humus content, organic content are present. In E layer, all such minerals, organic content, they leached away. Silica, lime, light component leach away, while iron, magnesium, aluminum, all such heavy materials, they started to remain stagnant in this layer. This is leaching layer. Illuviation is taking place, means leaching process, there is downward percolation of different minerals, of different organic content into the B layers. So here all such materials are getting deposited. Here all such material towards downside are being deposited. After movement of downwards, they get deposited, they form B layer, B subsoil. B horizon, iron, aluminium, humus content are accumulated and clay leached down from A, and E horizon get deposited within B. B is mid layer between A and C. It is a transition zone between A and C. Okay, so it consists of properties both A layer as well as C layer. C layer is generally the parent material layer. C layer is generally consists of unweathered, partially weathered rocks, parent rocks. So C horizon, weathered parent material, partially weathered breakdown of different other inorganic content that existed within the C layer. Means C layer indicate the formation origin of the soil. Origin of the soil. So you can say from here onwards soil started to develop, started to form from the C layer. After C layer you have bedrock, completely bedrock, means completely unweathered rock. These are fully unweathered. So if you dug deep inside earth, in certain places you will find rocks are not weathered. These are generally the igneous rock, or might be different other types of rock as well. But weathering have not taken place, but due course of time, after certain time period, weathering might also started. So within R layer is bedrock, means these are the parent material which in future might lead to generation of more soil, formation of more soil. They provide continuous support in long run. So from here, by noticing these bedrocks, you get to know what is the exact original rock from which soil is formed. Now further, we are moving what kind of problems in India soil is facing. What kind of problems we have in India that are associated typically with the soil. Farmers are facing different kind of stress in India. Soil fertility is not very high. Okay, so soil is dealing with different kind of problems, just like soil erosion. Soil erosion is movement of topsoil particles generally through action of wind, water or glaciers. So these are some of the important factors which lead to erosion of the soil. Means topmost layer of the soil get eroded away, move to other places, and when topmost soil eroded, it led to degradation in the soil fertility. It led to transportation of different essential minerals that are required for growth of the plants, that are necessary for growth of the plants. Okay, so soil erosion. Further, we will discuss all other factors. Let's first understand what kind of erosion takes place, different types of erosion that takes place within the soil. First one is the beginning, the first stage is splash erosion. Let's have a look here. So this is splash erosion. So within splash erosion, what happens? It is caused by bombardment of the raindrop. Splash erosion is the first stage. It is the first stage caused by bombardment of raindrops. It is caused by bombardment of raindrop, means raindrops led to loosening of topmost soil particles, then topmost soil particles started to spread away. They started to spread away, you know, around 0.6 meter or 60 centimeter in height and 1.5 meter in width. Soil particles spread due to bombardment of raindrops. When soil particle is spread around 0.6 meter in height, 1.5 meter in width, then it led to splash erosion. It is called as splash erosion. It is the first stage in the erosion, and from there onwards actually erosion starts. The more severe erosion is start. Splash erosion is very common, and splash erosion might not be, might not be very great region for movement of different essential minerals from the soil. It is very normal, means all such minerals are not drifted away to large distance, they remain in the periphery. Okay, it little bit hurt, very negligible hurt plant growth. Generally, soil which is bare, which is nude, is more impacted by splash erosion. Now, second stage is your sheet erosion. It is the second stage. In sheet erosion, what happens? Topmost layer evenly eroded. Here, topmost layer of soil evenly eroded. Means when water flow, rain started to increase its intensity, then water started to flow. Without forming gullies, without forming channel, water just moving across the slope from one area to another area. Then when water is moving smoothly, evenly, then it is leading to movement of topmost soil layer. It is called as sheet erosion, means the thin sheets of the soil get eroded. Rills means finger like channel started to develop due to water concentration. Finger like rills started to develop, which takes a shape of very small fine channels. These rills are generally 30 centimeter in depth. Sorry guys, I am facing the time shortage here, limitation of time. I may not proceed it, continue. Just I am roughly, completing it within 1 minute or less than that, because by 11:30 I need to end this session. Okay. So gully erosion means when these rills become more intense in nature. Means when these rills, their depth is increases more than 30 centimeter. their depth is more than 30 centimeter to 2 meter, or sometimes it increases more than that. Then when water flow with high intensity, with high movement, more concentration, then it led to formation of gully. Gully may be very deep in recently formed soil. Gully may be very deep in slopy areas like up to 10 meter in depth. Stream bank erosion across the river, when river started to swollen, flood, then it led to erosion of bank. Tunnel erosion means pipe or tunnels started to form when water get concentrated beneath the earth's surface and move beneath the earth's surface through certain channels or pipes, also attracted different minerals, different clay particles, and it led to further degradation of the soil. Waterfall generally in hilly areas when water is falling from high terrain to low terrain. Landslide erosion generally common in more hilly areas having higher gradient, and all such areas are frequently facing gravity, movement of water, wind, that led to movement of large block, large mass of the soil from one region to another. Coastal erosion due to coastal waves, ravine land, chambal ravine, bedland topography, droughts, this also led to aridity, semi-aridity of the soil. Further, we will continue it in the class. Bye bye. Thank you very much for attending this session. Here I am ending my session. Thanks a lot.